Hello, everyone. Welcome to another trailer time. It's Thursday, if you want to join us live. We record these every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern. It's our own little mini E3, and unlike E3, we'll never die. That's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. First video, Rogue Ascent VR official launch trailer. Let's see what we got. Starting it off hot with a VR game.
This is Enshrouded Gun Guy speaking. Welcome to the party.
Is this freaking... Oh my... 360... What the...
Save our planet Tiamat 4 from the Argonaut's Havoc super laser. Your hands will be your greatest weapon.
What the heck?
You know, I could handle this, but I wouldn't want to steal your thunder. Your arms in the upright position to protect against enemy fire. Pew, pew, pew. Nice shooting. Now I see what they see in you. Like shooting robots in a barrel in space. This isn't your grandma's crafting table. Okay, for this next floor, we need to go bigger. Remind me of me, minus the incredible good looks, of course. We can't all be so blessed. Boss music cueing impending doom, my favorite. Rogue Ascent VR.
All right, so a lot of things to say about that trailer. One, I hate the voiceover, as most do, but I don't think it's targeting me. Two, apart from the voiceover, I think that might be the best way, or really the best trailer showcasing VR. I like the idea of having the, the person wearing the VR headset within the footage. It looks a little campy, and you can't do it with everything, but it's not bad. It's not bad. We got this game called The Next World. I got a weird title. It says The Next World official announcement trailer, parenthesis, upcoming Cyberpunk games 2023. Why does this look like Jared Leto made this?
You want to live here? You pay us. Move along.
What the hell is What the hell? What the fuck? What? How did this get into the trailer time? What am I watching? Oh God, hold on. I'm nervous. Okay, let's keep going. Wait, hold on. Why was he... Look at his hands. Did they like chop off his fingers? What is going on in this run? Is this AI generate? What is happening? Why is that dog just shooting? You know those films where like you watch a video and then you die like 7 days later? I think I'm in that film now. I think I only have like 7 days left to live after watching that. I'm really nervous about the next couple of days. What the hell did we just watch, man? That was, whew. Don't Nod's got a new game coming out. It's called Harmony: The Fall of Reverie. This is the gameplay trailer. Man, that last, holy crap, I'm still like reacting to that. Internally.
In our newest narrative adventure, the fate of humanity is yours.
Oh, thank
to
it. We're back to
decide.
normal trailers. Whew.
You play as Polly, a young woman returning home to look for her missing mother. She soon discovers she has the gift of clairvoyance that connects her to a vibrant new world, Reverie, where she becomes Harmony. With the help of 6 ancient beings known as aspirations, she will decide the destiny of her community. You will need to make critical choices that might affect the balance between both worlds. Using the augural, a representation of Polly's decisions and outcomes throughout time.
It's not every day you wake up in a new dimension.
Who are you?
How did the anime girl
I'm
get there?
Polly.
Actually, you're Harmony for us over here.
Here, you will get to move from scene to scene, see into the future, and open new paths. While some nodes might be hidden, evolving in the narrative will enable you to partially reveal what the future brings. You won't be alone in your quest, as Polly makes allies both in her world and in Reverie. Aspirations thrive on the crystals that Polly collects from making decisions. Use them wisely to climb step by step towards the future you want. One aspiration will ultimately become the new heart of humanity. Which one will you favor? Polly holds the fate of both worlds in her hands. Will you plan for the future, or will you follow your instincts?
I'd like to apologize to everyone for the level of whiplash that I just gave you. Please don't sue me. And go ahead and send your invoices to twitter.com/Ezekiel_III. Did this sell? I remember this came out and like Australia was excited. And I think some people in London, but like, oh, it's free today on Epic. Is that what they're about to announce here at the end of this trailer? Are you guys spoilering? Bend the rules. Wait, what? Okay, they're not announcing that. Apparently that's free on Epic. If you want to grab that. If that's something you're into. We got a launch trailer for another game, Ravenlok. Phil Spencer mentioned this today in that interview we watched. Oh, right. This is that game that had the weird main character avatar. That guy's cool looking. It looks a little like Minecraft inspired, but I think that's just because of the voxels or blocks or whatever you want to call it. Okay, character design's kind of cool apart from the main character. Ravenlok, out now on Game Pass and Epic Game Store. Huh, okay. That's a thing. I wonder how that reviewed. Let us keep going on. This is a game called Shadow Man. Dark Legacy? Is that how you? Maybe? We'll see if they tell us. Is this a spooky game? Uh-oh, I might be getting a phone call. I'm feeling a phone call happening any second now. Oh, that's a cool scythe. Sith? Scythe? Sith. Okay. The shadows hold the untold horrors. Stay ahead of the game via our website. All right. That looks okay. It's fine. We've got a game called Shades of Raina. We might have seen a trailer for this in the past. This is the Outlaw class trailer. Wait, what? They forgot to... The audio is really bad. Is this just like Vampire Survivors? I was about to say budget Vampire Survivors, but that game's $5. So... Is this an ARPG? There's no loot dropping. Look, guys, we're coming up on not E3 in June, so trailers right now are really, really sparse. Okay? I don't have anything else to say. Super Dungeon Maker, please fucking save this video right now. Oh, that's kind of cool. There's been kind of a buzz lately with the like create your own dungeon thing. It's like people just played the quest for Mighty Epic Loot and 8 years later they decided that they were going to do something with that genre. Whoa. Oh, so it's like Mario Maker, but for Zelda featuring a chicken. This might be kind of fun. From Fire Chick. Cool. Super Dungeon Maker. Okay, that was pretty all right. Pretty good. Pretty good.
10 and up.
Rated for 10 and up.
Let's go!
It's Billy Lee.
Can't touch me.
Billy Lee sounds and Jimmy Lee, they sound like two brothers that were real busy on January the 6th.
No escape! Strike! Take this! Finally! My turn! No escape! My turn!
I'm ready. Watch your step.
Marion,
Stay there.
Uncle Mateen, that's it. Are these in the original? I've never heard of these people.
Here we go.
She's got a gun?
Get over here.
Double Dragon Gaiden! Rise of the Dragons!
Wait,
Almost here.
why is it called Double Dragon Gaiden? Does that imply that it's like a hard game or something? I don't know. Strange. I saw Burke Black playing this game last night. I'm curious what this trailer is. It's called Silica. This is the official gameplay release trailer.
Welcome to Silica and the world of Baltarus, an exoplanet located thousands of light years from Earth. Your mission here is to locate and harvest Balterium, an element concealed beneath the silica crystals on the planet's surface. Silica is a crossover of RTS and FPS, where you can lead from above as a commander in real-time strategy.
Oh, I didn't get that part.
I
I didn't know that that was happening when I was watching Burke, because I think Burke is a very talented FPS player, and so I never saw him do the other side, the other RTS side.
They're on your own or with your friends as infantry in FPS. You have the option to play between two human factions, the people of Sol and the determined Centauri. Or you can hunt them down as the insect-like aliens native to Baltarus.
It looked a lot
As a
framier on his
commander,
stream.
you'll get to control the battlefield, the structures needed to produce bigger and more lethal means of destruction.
He was having fun with it though when I was watching.
On the other hand, as an infantry soldier, your job is to follow the instructions of your commander to ensure victory for your side. You'll get to control all of the units and vehicles, along with their arsenal.
That's pretty sick.
There are 3 game modes available. Strategy, which combines the RTS and FPS elements, and can be played in any combination, up to a 3-way conflict between the factions. Prospector is a co-op FPS only mode,
Prospector, Alpha, this is Command.
where you begin your quest near your landing pod and prospect the area for Balterium, encountering enemy forces along the way. If you're looking for pure mayhem and carnage, try Arena, an all-out, free-for-all deathmatch.
The FPS looks a little bit. Sorry, the FPS mechanic,
And
the
now,
shooting
you must join the battle.
looks a little rough.
The scorching deserts of Baltarus are waiting.
He turned into an AI. Oh, that's from Bohemia Interactive. Oh, is that from like their indie incubator? I wonder if that's using Arma 3 as a like the engine as a base. I don't know. Kind of cool. Burke seemed to enjoy it. If you check it out, let me know in the comments if it's good. Void Train. This game has been in early access for a while. I think this is their Steam announcement. Oh, look at those little guys. Got a very cool idea. They're kind of spoilering the gates. Whoa. Who's that guy? Very cool premise. So May the 9th, that launches on Steam, but it launches in early access. That isn't a 1.0. I wonder if they are needing a little bit more money to finish up dev, because that game's been cooking for a while. Anyways, we got another game called Planet of Lana. Let's see what Ko's wife is cooking up. Oh, she's trying to find out what Elo Ko is, but it's so low that, you know, the joke writes itself. She's still searching for it. Did we see this at last year's Xbox event? We've seen this before. Oh, this was at their indie showcase. Okay. Got good music. It's on Game Pass. Cool. No idea if the game will be good, but still cool nonetheless. Okay, this one's a little bit of a longer video. We'll see how it goes. It's for a game called I Am Future, and it's a little bit of a devlog.
Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to I Am Future.
Okay.
A cozy base building survival game that places you in the shoes of the last remaining survivor on a planet that has been flooded by a series of devastating tsunamis. You were lucky to have been put in a hibernation pod and survive the catastrophe. Now, stranded on the rooftop of a skyscraper, you have the whole
glad that
planet
Jesse Cox
at your
lived.
disposal. So, what do you do in a desolate megalopolis when you have all the time in the world? Build a comfy base and chill, obviously, but feeling comfy is only possible when your stomach's full. Ain't that right, future dweller? Eating properly is as important as ever, but food has to come from somewhere, with food production gone forever. In this devlog entry, we will tell you about farming and fishing, skills that will help you survive comfortably in I Am Future. A demo is available now on Steam.
Oh.
Let's start with farming. It's the basic skill that you will have to master in order to live a well-fed life in your new post-apocalyptic home. Start by building garden beds and then plant seeds into the soil. So you just plant seeds and wait. Is it that simple? Well, not really. Plants need water to grow and flourish. In a city flooded with salt water, getting fresh water is a must. Our team believes that the mechanic of desalination adds to the realism of surviving the post-apocalypse. Later in the game, you will be able to automate watering by setting up an irrigation system, and the fruit collecting routine can be delegated to robotic helpers. They'll replenish your food supply while you chill on a deck chair and enjoy the gorgeous view.
Sounds great.
Being a good farmer means making sure that your crops are intact. It includes driving pests away. The most common enemy of your crops is the leech. That sneaky guy is covered in contagious goo. It can infect your plants. Craft a torch to lure them away. Build a fence and make sure to use special bug sprays.
Pesticide.
We have more pests in our development plans. Slow but persistent caterpillars, dangerous hornets, and more. So much for a chill base building game, huh? But nah, just kidding. These little vermins won't disrupt your cozy livelihood much if you set up all necessary defenses, and you will be able to sleep soundly at night.
Like turrets, featuring ARs.
In the future, we will add more types of plants to the game. The almond, the chili pepper, coffee beans, root vegetables, and more. Some foods must be prepared for consumption by cooking, but that's a topic for another future devlog. An upgrade system will also be implemented, allowing you to make crops grow faster. More specifically, generator-powered UV lights. Oh, and one more thing. You'll also be able to plant trees on your rooftop.
Wow!
As far as eyes can see, your cozy rooftop base is surrounded by the sea. Any ideas for leisure time? How about some old-fashioned fishing? We felt this mechanic would fit right in, considering that it's both a relaxing activity and a means to get food. Speaking about food, multiple species of fish thrive in the waters, just begging to be feasted on. All you need is a fishing rod and a lure. It's up to you what to do with the catch. Cook a hot dinner, test your luck and use it as a lure for another round of fishing, or trade rare fish species for advanced tools. It's not only the fish that you can catch though. Since the whole planet has been flooded, there are plenty of supplies floating around. Metal, plastic, and even equipment.
Oh, they have like a little disassembly thing. That's cool.
We needed a way for future dwellers to cover their needs for building and crafting. So fishing for useful junk works from both a gameplay and narrative standpoint. That wraps it up for this entry of the I Am Future devlog. We hope you enjoyed it, future dwellers.
Okay. I
More
mean, they got
devlogs are coming soon.
They got
See
a demo.
you in the future. A demo is available now.
See?
On Steam.
It's always good when you put out one of these if you have a demo, because you can just say, hey, if you like what you saw, go play the demo. Seems fairly competent. Seems pretty good. What else do we have cooking? This is in Japanese. I have no idea what we're about to watch.
一体何が悪いんだよ。
それ以上くだらねえ話をするんじゃねえ。
全部消え
Hold on. Stand by. Of course. I couldn't save.
異能を使える自分のことを特別な子供が異能使いになったらどうしようって。
聞いていましたから。
俺は異能の大半を失ってしまっているんだよ。それがどうして僕たちの担任を受け
Why did you decide to take charge of our?
君たちの担任だ。
これからいろいろお世話になるんでよろしくお願いします。
男子と一緒に暮らすだけでもどうかと
癖
思うのに。
のありそうな生徒ばかりだな。
それが異常異能ですか。
これより結界内に侵入。RAUT302 部隊。
Homeroom.
出動。
What is happening?
才能のあるやつって。
This game makes like billions of dollars, doesn't it? Why don't you just live with the boy? It's revenge. It's like I can. Pay for my sins just by dying. Why do you continue to live? I thought it was useless. I could come to this world I wanted to. Regain myself. But no, one will thank you anyway. So go on living in fear. Then let's start class, teacher. Class? I'm not motivated. I'm sorry. Again. Everyone who went up is in a good battle stance. There's more than one way to recover. It's become a costume skill. Perhaps, even if I continued, it would be painful, but I would have been able to face you sincerely. What was lacking in order to understand you? I've had enough. And trust myself to myself in the season when the cherry blossoms bloom again. All right, I think we all understood what was happening in that trailer. And we're very much aware of what this game is. And we all believe that someday, through the power of supernatural power, people will be able to understand each other more. Let's go ahead and move on to the next trailer. I hope they are all as informative as the one that we just watched. What is this? Why is that guy so big? It's Ortiz. It's Poppy. Boom. What is this? I love when people refer to home runs as dingers. That's like some of my favorite terminology. Big eggs and egos. Bigger dingers. I love when you watch a video and the dingers are huge, you know? Those are some of my favorites. Super Mega Baseball 4. Okay. That's a video. That's a game. This is a weird trailer time. It really. Wait, I was expecting this to be super long. I'm not going to tell you guys how long this trailer is. I'm just going to hit play. This is for the Atomic Heart DLC #1. Don't look at the timeline. That's it. That's all you got. This is the worst trailer time ever. We got some Hunt Showdown stuff. That man's dead. Is that an alligator skeleton? got some brass knuckles on the gun. This game has a very dedicated fan base. That's all I know about Hunt Showdown. I think I played like one night of it, and it was like, okay. I don't really have any like other takeaways than that. Speaking of okay, we got another League of Legends game. This is the official story trailer for the upcoming title Convergence. I think this features Echo.
I'm not here to hurt you.
Yeah.
I'm you. From the future. I'm here to investigate something in the past.
So Zahn is in trouble right now?
If you would just listen, we'll be keeping the city safe from a devastating future.
Well, if it isn't the boy who shattered time.
There is a war coming.
I don't know what happens in the future.
What's
but it's not up to you to
what's
fix
the style
world
of game
all by yourself.
The art's kind of cool.
He's been coming back to the past over and over again, trying to fix something in our timeline.
We've all got him, Echo. The first fight you have to beat is with yourself.
This isn't over. Not yet.
I'm trying to save both of our cities from a disastrous fate.
So it's a platformer? Wow, that's out soon. That's next month. Huh. Okay. I'll check that out. Might be good. Might be fun. Or, oh wait. I don't know if you guys knew this, but it's already May. Wild. Speaking of incredible reveals, we've got the Forspoken DLC. Who's hyped for this? Who's that?
Gloaming, what does it do?
It destroys Athia, of course.
Weird. Okay. I don't really have any other takes on that. I wonder if that's the last we hear of Forspoken. Aurora, the Lost Medallion. Let's check a look.
coming to get you.
Wasn't expecting that.
Hello?
What?
Oops, she's coming.
Okay. That's definitely a trailer. Chad, I promise you, one of these trailers is going to be a banger. Perhaps it's this one, Providence. Actually, what am I saying? That Cyberpunk trailer was a banger. Oh, this sounds like DMCA-able music. Because it's not good enough to be great, but it is sure good enough to claim a video over. All right, it wasn't Providence. Perhaps it's this one. Daydream Forgotten Sorrow. Could be a fun little puzzle game. Is that legally distinct Paddington? Oh my God, look at that spider. Whee! Perhaps it's this one. I really hope this doesn't have licensed music in it, but it's probably going to. Wow, it doesn't. Dude, good for Rocket League. Man. Star Wars knows no bounds. This is a game called Arto. It's time for the latest and greatest video game. That's right, it's Honkai Star Rail. This one will get the weebs excited.
Let's make an exchange, shall we? An exchange of memories. I dreamed of a ray of light, of a crystal chalice. The light that shone from that crystal spoke to me.
Is this the first, like,
Listen to the parable of the stars.
pull or whatever?
The nameless one, the pathless one, arrived from the edge of the wilderness, clad in stellar radiance. Go
Oh, it's a
now,
lore video.
March unwaveringly into solar wind. At the end, you will return to my embrace, but march towards the light. Yet that light began to burn, piercing through the clouds as a golden death. Towers crumbled, and the people fled.
Can you fight
for
this
the
guy?
sun was soon to set and meet with vicious destruction. But be not dismayed, O child of the world.
What the
The
heck?
Luck's arrow will descend to purge the wicked abominations. You must follow the traces left behind in the storm's wake.
I haven't seen much of this game, so
Guards their secrets,
this is kind of the first
blotting
I've
out the roots that connect all
checked to look.
things. But they are silent, like a shroud of mist at the center of the universe. Listen to the silence, and you will know where the stars are resting.
They're on the rail.
Let your staff strike the earth, they say. Once and again. The tender sprouts will grow to the sky, and the dew that falls from their branches will
Got a
rid
lot
you
of hands.
sickness and poison. Blindfold your eyes,
The
they say. That the
Nihility?
approaching darkness may strike no fear in you. Let it not burden your soul, nor numb your stride.
Wait,
Push
is that
open
supposed to be a little
majestic
creature?
gates, they say, and lift up the tablets of lapis. Read them aloud. Let the fire that forged the bricks and the ones that laid the walls' foundations be known.
Then they say, "Oh, you who have reached the end, enter into the paradise that envelops all. Join this great choir and feast. Listen to the beating of billions upon billions of hearts, holding you in their embrace."
Look upon the courtesan's extravagance, the mariner's intemperance. Listen to the infant in the mirror, the waves as they enter the dream, the tipping of the balance, the shapeless prince. And finally, measure the world against yourself, and take all such things to heart. This is the path you should walk, they say. Machiavelli, depart once more. Machiavelli. Countless shooting stars streak the sky tonight. Should you choose the right one, it will carry your wish.
No.
to
Wallet,
thousands
stop
of
moving.
distant worlds.
Don't go to the fucking wallet. Fucking stay there. My wallet started moving closer to the screen. Jesus Christ. Got to be careful with that, chat. It'll just swipe itself if you're not careful. Launch trailer for What the Car?
What the car?
Guys, I don't know what's happening anymore. What is this? What is going on? I guess keeping up with the car theme.
Who will be last to break? Round the outside he goes, and there's a huge...
Didn't they just release this?
Before a race begins, anything is possible. It's like the world holds its breath.
Why are you hesitating?
Bear is the M2 champion!
Everyone thought Aiden was going to be signed by one of the big three.
Something has gone very wrong here.
Every season, you want to step up. There's always something to improve.
Wait, is that...
Something's not right.
Wait a minute, was that in-game? Or is that real?
Improve.
No, I think that's in-game.
Okay, box. Are you checking? That's it, go. This has to be a red flag.
I was devastated.
What a great result.
I think all of this is in-game, guys.
I want to be the best I can be, and I want to win.
That's real.
Lights out, and away we go.
Do you know how I look losing easy points like this?
Come on, you can do this.
Not everyone survives in F1. You know that.
Wheel to wheel, this is fabulous.
Wait, people are dying in that? We should investigate that.
The question is,
Who will be
the last to break?
Was that real?
Bear is the M2 champion.
Everyone thought Aiden was going to be signed by one of the big three.
There's always something. You want to step up. There's always something to improve.
I think that's real. Let us know in the comments what you think. Real or not real? This one I've been looking forward to. We're back on track, chat. We got bangers from here on out. We're hitting dingers.
A year ago, the professor detected a mutant living here. A
What?
fierce young woman named Dahlia. According to the orphanage, she disappeared 3 months ago.
Do you think the vampires are hunting this child?
The city's most vulnerable population is being erased. Mutants and humans alike.
What are you so busy defending, Storm? These cast-offs are not your family. Why bother protecting society's dregs?
Is that Wanda?
If we're going to take on Sin
and find Dahlia,
we need reinforcements.
look to the skies.
She better have something about toads and lightning strikes.
Protect the children at any cost.
God, she looks awesome.
That was half my power.
Man, she looks freaking sick. I might have to play that game off stream. Finish it up. It's really good. I'm really liking that. The DLC characters are all out. That's the last one. Are they doing a second season of that? I'm actually not Sure. Which of these trailers do I watch first, Apex? I guess we're watching this one first.
Disgraced champion. Excommunicated father. Forgotten icon. Will this old dog triumph and return a legend? Or will his competitors' new tricks prove too much to handle?
It's time these worlds remembered the name. August Brinkman.
These trailers are always good.
Beware, for I am fearless.
Knock, knock.
You need to hit the range more.
Did you forget who I am? I hoped for more.
What?
Good grief.
Oh, is this the season pass trailer? Or the season trailer?
This is my favorite part.
Didn't expect to see me up here, did you?
Mad Maggie's bringing the beats.
That's enough of you. Ready yourself. I'll fight till from my bones.
Oh, they put some tests or some like trials in the firing range?
To me, allies. I will not fall today. Be glad you didn't meet me in my youth. You are beaten.
What is Ballistic?
Looking for me? Here I am.
Wait, is it 1v1? Oh, never mind.
Wing of my estate for a worthy opponent.
Is that guy T-posing? Huh. Oh, Ballistic is the legend. Oh, I got it. Okay. Well, speaking of Ballistic, let's watch the legend trailer and learn about his abilities.
Before I was a legend, I had many fun
I really
jobs,
like that
like secretary,
costume.
masseuse, and door-to-door sales spot. But my favorite was being the butler for Mr. Sir August. He likes to be called Ballistic because it makes him sound cool and classy.
I'm going to tear them apart. Politely.
Ballistic once told me he can carry a third gun in his super secret sling. What a surprise to think your enemy is out of weapons when, pow, he is
Oh, that's
not.
cool.
I'll never understand why you pillocks settle for 2 firearms when one can carry 3.
Think you've got Lord Ballistic beat? You are wrong, friend. He can use his Whistler to overheat enemy weapons. Bummer.
You didn't think I'd
This guy seems broken.
Atrophy, did you?
I did not. And for his ultimate move, my pal, who loves it when I call him that, can activate Tempest, giving nearby teammates unlimited ammo and faster reloads.
Surge with me, companions.
Plus, he gets a gold version of his slings weapon. How pretty.
Let's cause a kerfuffle, shall we?
Gosh, he looks so cool and powerful in that coat, which he has told me numerous times is dry cleaning only, robot.
Mind the jacket, would you?
It? What?
August Brinkman. That's who broke you.
That seems like that's gonna just break that game. What the hell? How can they do that? That seems crazy. Anyways, we should have played this earlier because all the old people that'll play this game are probably asleep by now.
It has been 500 years
Wake up!
since your kind cut my family's throats and trod upon our ambitions. But the vengeance of a daughter is no thing to be trifled with. and I am returned to claim what is mine by right. But now, you and your pack of meddling rats have arrived to line your pockets with my family's treasures. But history will not repeat itself again. My horde of monsters, cultists,
A lot of speeders.
undead, and fiends stand between us.
Whoa!
And my
Big ass
pet
spider.
abominations hunger for the flesh of the brave and the foolish. My dear guests, I beseech you.
So is this just a
Unleash
first-party
your
Pathfinder game?
Descend into a darkness which has
Oh, it's kind of
never seen
ARPG.
light. Steal the lost treasures of Godlight Keep and face the horrors I have prepared for your kind. For when the dust is settled, your bones will decorate my floor.
Ooh, this is early.
So come forth, brave heroes. Breach Godlight Keep and enter the Abomination Vaults.
The reason this is so early looking is because of this.
Hi, my name is Frédéric Martin. I'm the CEO and one of the founders of Become Studios, a studio we started 26 years ago here in Quebec City, Canada. And that same
26 years
team
ago? What?
is behind some award-winning projects like Sunday Gold.
They made those awards up. What the heck? Never
Never
seen those.
Tales from Candlekeep, Tomb of Annihilation. And today, we're super pumped and happy to be announcing this new project, the Kickstarter campaign for a Pathfinder story, the legendary narrative of the Abomination Vaults.
Hey everyone, I'm James Jacobs, narrative creative director over at Paizo and one of the original authors for the Abomination Vaults adventure path. We here at Paizo are super excited to
His
be
mic
working
changed.
in close partnership with Become Studios to bring the story of Abomination Vaults to the video game world. We'd like to thank everyone who will
His
support
mic
this
changed
campaign,
again.
particularly our amazing and passionate Pathfinder players around the world. And we truly hope you'll answer the call and dare to enter the Abomination Vaults.
I'm Pierre, executive producer at Become Studios. We want to make a multiplayer game for you, the amazing Pathfinder community, and for us as passionate fans. A success in this Kickstarter campaign would help us create a bigger, deeper game that we believe every Pathfinder game deserves.
I'm Wyatt Gray. I'm a creative director here at BCOM and a huge fan of both first and second edition Pathfinder. Here at BCOM, we love crossing genres to create new experiences, and we've been wanting to create
Oh,
a
it's not
cooperative hack and
BCOM,
slash
it's
for a long
BCOM.
time now. We were talking with Paizo about new ideas for games, and there was a lot of excitement around this idea of channeling Pathfinder through that hack and slash lens. And we have some ideas around how to revitalize this genre in a way that feels both modern and classic. Our vision for Abomination Vaults is a co-op forward hack and slash for up to 4 players. We really want to bring people into this world, pull them into the story, and hit players with some of those amazing Pathfinder moments along the way. We chose Abomination Vaults because it's really the perfect adventure for a hack and slash. It feels tailor-made for the kind of game we have in mind. It's this classic 10-story mega dungeon with every kind of monster and boss you can imagine, and things just keep getting crazier and crazier the further down you go. Working with Paizo is really a natural fit for us. Our studio is full of RPG nerds. You know, we grew up playing Baldur's Gate, Gauntlet, and tabletop RPGs, and we share that same Paizo ideal of putting the player first and trying to give them the absolute best experience possible. I think that Pathfinder Abomination Vaults is not just going to be a love letter to Pathfinder fans, it's also a great way to enter the world of Pathfinder for the very first time. I hope you'll back our Kickstarter so we can bring this dream to life.
In my personal name and in the name of everyone here at Become Studios, thank you for your support, your pledge, your shares, and retweets. With your help and support, we're gonna create something legendary. And soon, we hope to see you join us down the Abomination Vaults.
Okay. All right. That's a thing. That's a thing. We got 2 more trailers, chat. This one, our resident Italian field reporter. One Julia contacted me and said, JP, this game is Stretto Busini. And I said, Julia, that's a weird, stop, don't ever say that again, Julia. And let's watch it. That's not the real game. That grass looks pretty good. What's the combat look like? How is it that like Korean MMOs look so good? That looks badass. Okay, that looks very BDO. There's probably the best class. Oh, they got like big raid boss type deals. Kind of Monster Hunter-y. Whoa. Oh, that's definitely the raid boss. So when's this supposed to come out? Like 2026? Is Amazon bringing it over? Cool. Oh, it's legally distinct Ifrit. Does it say anything about when it's coming out or what it's doing? Nope. Nada. Nothing. It looks pretty good. I don't know. We'll see what happens when it actually comes out. It says it'll be available on PC, PS5, and Xbox Series X and S. So I guess we'll see. I'm debating if we... Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just throw this one more. This is more of a thank you video from NetherRealm, but at the very end, there's a little something.
Fight. Thank you for 30 amazing, bloody years of Mortal Kombat.
We couldn't have done it without you.
You make it possible for us to do what we love every single day.
An amazing 30 years. We couldn't have done it without you.
I want to thank all the Mortal Kombat fans out there for making it possible for us to have a 30th anniversary.
Thanks for 30 years of Mortal Kombat.
To all of our amazing fans across the world, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mortal Kombat fans.
30 years would not be possible without all your support.
Thanks for 30 years of Mortal Kombat. We really appreciate you, and cheers to 30 more years.
30 years. 30 years!
Thank you for 30 years of Mortal Kombat.
Thank you for supporting us for 30 years.
Thank you to all of our fans for giving us 30 flawless years of Mortal Kombat.
Thank you so much for 30 years of Mortal Kombat.
Thanks for 30 years of arcade, console, and mobile gaming.
Thank you to all of our fans. We couldn't have made it 30 years without you.
Thank you so much, Mortal Kombat community, for supporting us for 30 years.
Thanks to everyone.
Wonder what was on the
for
shelf
sticking
that
by
they had
us
to
all
blur
this
out.
time. You guys are the best.
Thank you, MK fans, for your 30 years of support.
I want to give a huge shout out to anyone who's ever had a hand in making Mortal Kombat what it is today.
Much love, and thanks again.
Thanks for playing with us.
Huge thank you for the 30 years of support you've given us.
Thank you guys for helping make Mortal Kombat be more than just a dream for the past 30 years.
Thanks for being the best fans ever.
We could not have done it
I'm not going to
without
say what
you
I said the
guys.
other day when we watched that. But if we did watch that and you were here when we watched that.
Cheers to all of you.
Thank you all so much for 30 amazing years.
Thank you for supporting us over the past 30 years, and stay tuned for more exciting things to come.
Thanks for 30 years. Thanks for 30 years. Thank you for 30 years. Thanks for 30 years.
Thank you, Mortal Kombat fans, for 30 years of amazing
His arcade
support.
looks awesome.
And, we're not quite done yet.
So I guess, is that supposed to be like a Chronica thing there at the end, I guess? An interesting time on that when it came out on Monday, May the 1st. It's almost like they're starting up, hype for something. I wonder if that's a new timeline or something like that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Wait a minute. Julia is coming in with the last minute trailer edition. She's messing up this entire video for this right here. Here we go.
From the darkness, awaken. Let the fire in your veins guide you. For you shall have nothing else to survive. No food or
Is this
comfort
a survival game?
until it is earned. The ones before you were fools. They pillaged the earth for a magical elixir and unleashed a ruinous blight. My newborn flame.
It looks like Valheim with competent graphics.
The bow, the shield, and the blade. For in the fog, weakness is a feast for the mighty.
World looks big.
Cast yourself into the ruined beauty of our world. Unlock her secrets. Shape the earth. Dive into the shroud. Seek treasures and ancient wisdom. Build, not for yourself, for you are not alone.
Wow.
There are others waiting for you to raise a village or a kingdom. Craft arms worthy of legend and ignite your skills. Flameborn, call upon your allies and together take back your realm.
Why wouldn't they just call it Enshrouded instead of Enshrouded? And whatever, I guess. Maybe there's already Enshrouded. It doesn't look terrible. That actually was, thank you, Julia, for that. It looks okay. Looks all right. That's going to do it for Trailer Time today. Thank you so much. Feel free to leave a comment. Make sure you drop a sub if you're not already subscribed, so these show up in your sub box. Next week, we will be back. If you want to join us for the live recording, you can do so around 1 p.m. Eastern. It's not 4 p.m. Eastern. Oh my God, it's 4. Okay, we were like 4 hours late today. Next week, we'll probably be late again. But hey, come join us on the stream. Okay, thanks for watching Trailer Time. We're out of here. Have a good one. Bye-bye.